Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Donna and I am the Creole Crafter. Today I have 3 Farmhouse shelf sitter signs, so let's get started. DIY number 1. Here are the supplies for this DIY project. I have a pumpkin sign from Dollar Tree. I also have some apple barrel paint in flamingo coral and antique white from Walmart. I also have some ivory daisies from Dollar Tree. And I have a piece of one of Dollar Tree's hula skirts. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint our pumpkin. And I'm going to give the base of the pumpkin one coat of the antique white paint. Then I'll come back and give the raised portion a coat of the flamingo coral. Now after the paint has completely dried, the next thing that we're going to do is embellish our pumpkin. And you can embellish your pumpkin any way you like. And I have a leftover sign from one of the previous projects that I did. And I am going to center it and put it in the center of my pumpkin. I'll use a tumbling tower block and hot glue it to the back of the miniature sign so my sign can be raised. And I'm going to hot glue the tumbling tower block to the center of the pumpkin. And I made a simple raffia bow and just took a piece of the raffia, pulled it together in the center, tied a little knot to hold it together in the center, cinched it together, used a dab of hot glue and hot glued it to the stem. Right here I'm trying to decide if I want to go with 2 daisies or 1, and I decided to use just 1. So I'm just going to use a little dab of hot glue and hot glue it on top of the raffia bow. And I'm going to fuss over it a little bit and look at it, make sure it's embellished with the way I want it. And I decided that it should be standing because it's a shelf sitter, so I used 2 tumbling tower blocks, hot glued them to the back so it can be a standing sign. And this DIY project is done, and I think it came out absolutely adorable. And there it is. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And I hope you like it as much as I do. DIY number 2. Here's what I have. I have some jute twine from Dollar Tree. I have some more of the apple barrel paint in the white and the coral. I also have a fall word. This is, I think I took that off of a previous sign. I have an apple, and I have one of the small chopping boards that I've already painted with white, and it came from Dollar General. And I'm going to give the front of the chopping board 2 coats of the antique white paint. And I'm going to take the fall word and I'm going to give it a couple of coats of the flamingo coral paint. And I also took the beads and I painted two of the beads with the coral paint. I painted the leaf of the apple. It was green originally, but I wanted it a brighter green. So I think I used forest green for that. And I'm just going to embellish the chopping board now with the word and the apple. And I'm just going to use some hot glue and place it in the center of the chopping board. And I'm going to take the beads and wrap it around twice and hot glue it into place. And I don't want them to cover up the wording, so I'm just going to hot glue them slightly to the side. And this DIY is finished, and I think it came out absolutely adorable. And I did take my finger sander and I had to do a little distressing, y'all. I just could not let it go without distressing it. And I hope you like it as much as I do. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. DIY number 3. Here's what I have. I have one of those houses from Dollar Tree. I already painted it with apple barrel paint in white. I'm going to repaint it with some of the coral and white, antique white. I have a miniature pumpkin and a phrase. I went to Cricut and I cut it out of Cricut design. I'm going to give the house 2 coats of the flamingo coral, and I'll be painting the roof with the antique white. Now that it has completely dried, the next thing that I did, I'm sorry, is I weeded out my phrase and I added it to the transfer tape, and I'm going to transfer it to the center of my house. And the phrase says, "Welcome to our patch." And it had a pumpkin in that phrase, but I cut the pumpkin out because I decided that I'm going to use one of the miniature pumpkins that you saw earlier. I'll place that where the original pumpkin, the vinyl pumpkin, was. And now I'm going to pull a stem out of the miniature pumpkin and take my utility knife and cut off a portion of the pumpkin. And I'll use my weeding tool to put a hole in the top of the pumpkin to put the stem back in, to reattach the stem. And then I'll use some hot glue to add it to the house. And I also added some jute twine with some beads. I hot glued it to the top of the house to hang over. And this DIY project is done, and I think this one came out also absolutely adorable. And there it is. And I hope you like it as much as I do. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And here is the final review. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you have a favorite. Let me know which one is your favorite. Okay, guys, thank you all for watching. And let me thank my subscribers and also thank my new subscribers and welcome to the family. And if you're just stopping by, thank you also for watching. And if there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so you too can be a part of my YouTube family. And always, always remember to get lost in what you love. Bye-bye.